So, do you need an accountant? That's the next topic that we're going to discuss here. And it's a good question because some people who feel confident in doing their own bookkeeping, for example, might say, I can survive without an accountant. And to be fair, I did most of my accounting myself for the first few years of the business. But what I've realised is that it takes a lot of time behind the scenes to do that. And you might just not really want to be staying up late at night doing your accounts. You might want to be just able to delegate that to somebody else who can do it quickly and efficiently for you for a certain amount of money. So whether you need an accountant for your bookkeeping as such, which is your day-to-day accounts for your business, is really up to you. I recommend using a software platform to be able to keep on top of your bookkeeping rather than doing it sort of written or in spreadsheets or something. Using an accounting software package really helps. So I use a particular software package called Sage Accounts. It's absolutely brilliant for keeping on top of your bookkeeping, and that enables me to do all my invoices and things on there, as well as having everything kind of in one place. So Sage Accounts is a good accounts package if you want to look into that. I think they offer some kind of startup deals where you can get a discount, but in terms of an accountant for filing your annual accounts, I would say yes, definitely it's worth to get an accountant, because not only will they help to make sure you don't miss anything, which can be a problem if you get investigated by the tax man, but also they know all the little loopholes and things that you can actually use to reduce your tax liability slightly. So often an accountant will save you more money than they cost you, and so actually it pays for itself in a way. So for me as a limited company, I have my accountant who does my corporation tax every year. I do my own payroll for the business at the moment, but that's something that I'm going to be farming out soon as it's getting more and more work. But that's something you can do yourself if you want to, or you can get your accountant to do your payroll every month. And it's literally just paying the staff and doing the tax deductions for the staff on their employees, on their employment payment contracts. And then there's also VAT returns. So again, a VAT return is something you can do yourself if you're confident to do it, but it does take a bit of time. Using a software really helps and makes it more efficient and quick and easy to do it, but some people just prefer to get their accountant to do the VAT returns as well. There's a balance to be found because I like to be involved in the accounts of my business because I really like to know my business. I like to know exactly where we're at financially. And I think if you outsource all of your accounting and bookkeeping, you can end up running your business but having no idea where you are on a day-to-day basis and how much money you're making or not. And that is the danger about relying too much on an accountant. Whereas for me, having my daily business bookkeeping done on Sage and being able to just log in at any moment and check a balance sheet for my company and see how much money I've got left after all my bills are paid, that is a really valuable thing for me to do. And at any point as well, I can go into the profit and loss account and I can see exactly how much turnover I've made so far this month, or this quarter, or this year. I can see how much of that was profit. I can even see how much money I've earned from different types of jobs, what different types of jobs have made us more money than others. So having a software package that you can easily access is definitely good. But having professional advice as well for things like your tax returns is very important, just so you don't miss anything. Because as I say, if you get investigated, it can end up costing you thousands just trying to sort everything out and get everything right for the tax man. Whereas an accountant could have easily seen those problems and sorted them out for you along the way. So be prepared to include in your budget an annual amount for paying an accountant to do at least your tax return, whether it be your self-assessment tax return, your partnership tax return, or your limited company corporate tax return. And then also think about whether you want them to do your VAT returns if you're going to be VAT registered, whether you want them to do your payroll if you're going to have a payroll to do. Those are the kind of things that you need to think about when you decide whether to hire an accountant or not. The question that I do get asked a lot about as well is, should I be VAT registered? So let's include that one in the next lesson.